I'm James Zanewicz with Tulane Medicine here at the Bullpen during JPM 2025 week with John Behringer from Mayo Clinic. John, thanks so much for joining us at the Bullpen again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's not your first time. You're very familiar with the Bullpen, so you know our process. It's easy, it's painless. But first up, give folks a little bit of a background on yourself and how you got where you are today.
Yep, so I started in the science field, as many of us do, so working in the labs, kind of had an interest in the business side of things, so went back to school at University of Wisconsin. Learned about technology transfer, which is kind of a hard, a niche field to get into. And it's a very small field once you're in it. But I learned about it, really liked it. Ended up getting an opportunity at Mayo Clinic in an entry-level role in technology transfer licensing. And I've been there for the last 8 years.
Nice. And so now that we kind of know who you are and how you got here, can you tell us what has your focus right now? What are you working on? What do you think about when you get up each morning?
Yep, so always out licensing intellectual properties. So whether that's patents or know-how of our investigators, our key opinion leaders, it's always the licensing side of things from my perspective. So trying to get Mayo innovation out into the marketplace, something truly translational that we can partner with an existing company with commercial capabilities and then bring those unique research ideas into fruition in the commercial sense.
Can you give us an example of one or two of the innovations you're particularly excited about?
Yep, so we have a few small molecules in oncology. We also have a few different gene therapy programs. Most of our gene therapies, our assets are in rare diseases, so some rare childhood diseases. We have one for propionic acidemia, which is an unmet need for sure, and it is one where we're always trying to shop that because we know that unmet need is so high. So we're always excited to get those into the marketplace to ultimately help patients and as a surrogate for that, bring revenue back to Mayo, and between those two things we can keep this wheel turning.
Yeah, and the thing I really like about Mayo is, as well as helping to market innovations, you also focus on your expertise and your key opinion leaders, much like we do at Tulane. What are some of the expertise areas people should reach out to you for the broad network of experts you have, PhDs, MDs at Mayo?
Yeah, so mostly any rare disease you can imagine. So Mayo would have experts in anything that you could think of. I'd say some of the specialties are on the neurodegeneration side. We have specialties in cardiology, rare cardiologic disorders. Anything you can imagine, I guess, in a sense of if it's rare, if it's a tertiary disease, complex disease, those are areas in which we have a lot of expertise at Mayo, and we have expertise across our 3 campuses, so Rochester, Minnesota, Scottsdale, Arizona, Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, so you can get whatever weather climate you want.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, if you want to be frigidly cold, you go to Minnesota. It's 20 below.
All right, so I know you understand the Bullpen's mantra of to find someone, help them repeat, much like the Mayo Clinic's, very similar. So what can the Bullpen do to help you right now, though, in your efforts to connect the expertise, the science, the people, the Mayo Clinic with the outside world?
Right, so we're always looking to out-license IP, at least from my perspective. So it's beefing up pipelines. If someone's interested in starting a company around new intellectual property, something that lends itself well to new co-formation, that's an area where we could add value for companies. And it's a two-way street, so it adds value to company in terms of getting them to have a more beefy pipeline. We only focus on IP in which we see commercial potential, so we won't file on everything. We'll file on what we see as meaningful. So we do have a good sense of what we like and what has potential in the marketplace, and we do try to find groups that are looking for something like that.
So you're actually doing some diligence on the front end so that when companies come to you, they can trust that there has been a layer of evaluation done, and it's not just slapping on a cover sheet and filing and going from there.
Absolutely, yep.
Very good. Well, John, thanks so much for joining us at the Bullpen once again. Look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of JPM week. We're almost there, close to done, and then at multiple events throughout the year.
Well, really appreciate the invites. Thank you.